All right, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Mexico Monday. Basically, what we're doing here in Mexico Mondays is we're trying to give people opportunities to be able to think about a life that's beyond Canada and the US. Think about the beaches, think about getting away from snow, maybe a little more freedom and flexibility in some certain cases, and just getting that opportunity to be able to think about or dream about beach lifestyle. And so Mexico Monday runs every Monday. We're going to be live streaming at 5 Mountain Time, and we're going to be doing a number of different interviews. Some of the interviews, for example, we're going to have a realtor that's going to talk about properties in Mexico. Then, we're also going to have some other guests. For example, we may talk to some builders, developers. We may talk to lenders. We may talk to lawyers to have you understand how to be able to buy properties in Mexico and what some of the laws are that surround that. We actually will be having in the not too distant future a company out of Canada that will be talking about how to be able to use your RSP funds to be able to buy condos or properties in Mexico as well. And so really excited to get things going. And so why don't we invite today's guest in? It's my business partner in Mexico, Eder. Hey, Eder. How you doing, man?
Hey, how are you, everyone? Thank you, Jason.
Well, thanks for coming in today. Eder, where are you located?
So I'm located here at the Caribbean. Thank you for your invitation. I'm glad that we are speaking to your audience. I'm located at the peninsula of Quintana Roo, Yucatan. So if probably some of your clients know Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, I'm located in this area.
And so if somebody wants to get to Tulum, right now, the main international airport is located where?
The international airport right now is in Cancun. That is almost like around 2 hours driving distance. But in fact, Tulum is going to have their own international airport. That's going to happen in March of 2024. So we are waiting to the airport. That's for sure is going to boost the area. And as well as it's the perfect time to invest.
Yeah, beautiful. And we know that Mexico has decided to put in a lot of investment in and around, how do I pronounce it? Quintana Roo?
Quintana Roo, yes.
Quintana Roo. So that's basically a state in Mexico. And so they're throwing a lot of money in there. They're also looking at developing a train, which I know there's been some hold on. But anybody who's interested in seeing what Mexico is doing for the region, feel free to Google it and take a look, because there are a lot of great things that we will be talking about. Now, how's the weather there right now? Because I know we're in rainy season, and probably a lot of people are thinking that Mexico and Cancun is all about hurricanes. So what's the weather like?
No, thank you. No, thank you for sure to talk about both topics. The Mayan train actually is going to be a huge invest about the government. So it's going to connect all the Mayan cities and the most biggest cities we have here. So we are waiting as well the Mayan train that is going to move more fast the tourism and as well us. And it's not about the hurricanes. Most of the people get afraid of them, but no, we have one every 2-3 years, and all depends. We have right now rain season. Rain season means like could be rain daily, but for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So we don't have like 1 week, what don't stop. So it's rain season. Yes, the jungle need it, but don't worry about the hurricanes.
Now, you must be able to feel it. As a rainstorm coming in, it's really humid, and then it dumps, and then there's no humidity.
We have humidity just because of the fact that we have underground rivers. We have a lot of cenotes here. So I used to live in an island, Dominican Republic, and I was thinking at that time that that is humid. So Quintana Roo is more humid than an island, just because of the cenotes.
Yeah, and so that's something else that we're going to touch base over time. So if you want to hear more about different unique features throughout Mexico and opportunities, do me a favor and like and subscribe. If you subscribe to the channel, you're going to be notified of these Mexico Mondays. And one of the cool things about the region around Tulum is they have a number of cenotes, which is basically underground rivers that you can go in and you can swim and scuba dive and different things in. Do you want to tell us about that for a second?
Of course, yes. It is something unique. As I mentioned, I was living there, and I find out how rich is to have a cenote in a country, because over there they have two, and it's like a national attraction. And over here we have thousands, thousands. Even I can say Walmart has one. So we have so many, and it's very rich because it's everyone. It's very different. So I really recommend all the tourists, once you come here to Quintana Roo, at least to visit two, because the Mayans considering as a very spiritual waters. So I really recommend you to visit them, because it's very, very pretty, all the spots. Even in the next Mondays, I want to present to you guys some developments with their own cenote.
Yeah, that's very cool. You can imagine owning a condo that has the condo corporation has its own cenote that you can go and swim underground in the river or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. Now, we're talking about Tulum because Tulum is one of the up and rising regions in Mexico. We're starting to see greater tourism. We're seeing a lot of condo hotels being created. So somebody like myself or yourself here in Canada, you have the ability to be able to go down and travel, stay there when you want, but then when you fly home, easily rent it out using tools like Airbnb. And so that's one of the other interviews that we're going to bring in is Eddar's going to be bringing in specialists in Tulum that do property management for you. They'll do the basic property management of just keeping the place clean, right up to the point fully renting it out. And so, yeah, we have some pretty cool things lined up here for you. Now, Eddar, do you want to tell us a little bit about the property that you're going to talk about today? Because it is unique.
Actually, is the thing I have behind is the Thrive. And thank you, yeah, that you mentioned about the condo tales, because what is happening here in Tulum is very unique right now in Mexico, that is growing in this way of digital nomads. So many digital nomads right now is getting here. What they do is just working from home, computer, and then they go out to take any workshop, yoga class, go to the cenote beach, wherever. So what we have right now is these projects, these developments, they come with a condo hotel management in-house. So what we want to you guys is make easy for you. You just have your unit and they manage it from you for you, and they give you your ROI as they have it. And something good about them is that they charge you the percentage about how they make the money. So I don't know if I find the word, sorry, but they get their money with the thing they have, with the thing they go for it. I don't know if I explained myself.
So what I'm understanding is the only time that you would pay is when you rented out the room. Is that what you're saying? Like they take a percentage of
Exactly. So is the thing they need to get behind the money, so they are following the check-ins of the hotels, following if we want to have a concert, they increase prices, so they are behind the money. That's why it's a very good strategy for you guys to make it simple. Once you come here, is your apartment. If you are not here, you just give it to them and they make money for you. So it's easy. So actually,
sorry, Edgar, but that makes a lot of sense, right? If they're only getting paid if the place is rented, so they're only making money if we make money, and the more money we make, the more money they make. So they're motivated to keep the rates up, to keep it vacant as little as possible, and to really be aggressive in the marketing. So that does make a lot of sense.
Exactly like that. They are behind to do the money. So and something I wanted to share with you, the Thrive is the project we want to talk. Actually, is the first one that is ultra oriented to the digital nomads, And I'm in ultra oriented in the fact that some of their amenities, or part of the amenities, is a co-kitchen. So they have a huge kitchen, so they can meet, they can do networking, they can meet between between the digital nomads, and co-working areas. Most of the developments we have, they have co-working areas, but but this is the first one we call kitchen, so this is very unique. I don't know if I can share with you my screen.
Yeah, please go ahead, set it up, share the screen, and I will put it on. Now, while he's doing that, yeah, that's very unique. So a large percentage, or some large percentage of the units will have kitchenettes inside the suite. But for somebody who wanted to have a bigger kitchen, to be able to really intermingle with people that are there doing the same thing that you're doing, there's really that power and ability to do that. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to add in, there we go, so we can see Edder's screen.
Okay, you can see Mexico here, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, let's jump in. So first, you mentioned where is the more closest airport is here, is Cancun. Okay, then we have here all the way down in the middle Playa del Carmen, and over here Tulum. And as you can see here in Tulum, this is the downtown. Then this is Aldea Sama, and we have this area that we call it La Veleta. As you can see, we have some green areas is in the way of development, all this area. But I really like the fact that you have walking distance, very, 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 very good restaurants. Okay, I just wanted
And
to
something
you
else
guys.
to think about, if you're a digital nomad, you want to be connected internet-wise. And so with Tulum, it's my understanding, something to think about is the closer to the downtown core you are, the better the internet you have. Is that correct?
Yes, thank you. Yes, they have over here. They have high-speed internet.
Beautiful.
Okay. Okay. So let me. Did I finish? Okay. Sorry. Can you see my screen? No.
Nope.
Okay. 1 second. So.
No problem. All right, and something else I'll just speak about while Edder's pulling that up is in Tulum, they don't have a lot of waterfront properties. And so if on the waterfront is important, there are some options, and there are a number of different projects that Edder does have on the go that will give you waterfront ability. But keep in mind, the bulk of these are, a 10-minute bike ride, I would say, to the beaches?
To the beach is around, from there is around 25 minutes.
Okay. And so I'm just going to
Yes.
get rid of us, and we're going to make the whole screen about there we go.
Okay, sorry. Can you see my screen right?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, this is the tribe. Actually, I really like the name because of what they are selling. They are selling the idea of be a tribe, of co-working, co-living, and this co-kitchen is unique right now. And something I really like, they call it community of digital nomads, the tribe of the world. So they're gonna focus into have this kind of clients, that they just come here for a couple of months, staying here, hanging out to the restaurants, and they have everything walking distance. Is the area that is already developed.
Now, something really important to understand about Tulum as well, they're really buying into the Instagram mentality. So every different project that Edder is going to share with you is going to be very unique. There's not a lot of cookie cutters that go on here, because what they're always trying to do is create a number of different Instagram photo opportunities, be able to just have opportunities for people to really talk about how unique everything is, so that then it drives your Airbnb rental value as well. And so as we're looking at some of this, today's not as much, but there's a number of them that just have very unique features, and you're like, wow, that's kind of different and unique. And then think about how it would look in the back of selfies or just videos that you're doing while you're out traveling around. There's a lot of power in being able to use these selfies into rebranding, retargeting for your Airbnb.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, Jason. What is happening here right now? You can see the competition between the developers. That who is gonna have much Instagrammable things. So that's why the Tribe. What I like about them is the color they use inside of the units, and as well, for example, the rooftop. That they have a huge pool with a huge jacuzzi as well is designed for them to meet between them. So because this project, what they are focused is in the single and couples. So that's why they wanted to have that kind of market. So okay, I as well I did show you already the where it's located, but as well we have here in the brochure, guys. You can ask to Jason to show you this information. You can see where it's located. And
And
something
actually, Eder, with that, if you would like information on that, there will be a link in the description below that you're going to be able to click on the link and be able to download all of this information.
exactly, yes, yes, yes. It's good to know the kind of they have just a couple of a difference between the units. So, but it's good to know all the idea of the developers. That is, for example, here where they are looking in wellness, the wellness of the lifestyle. So at the end, the developer is very, very, very focused in this target of audience. So they are trying to take all the people that go to these hostels. I'm right? Hostels in English.
Yes, correct.
So they are focused in to get all these people that travel to hostels. So that means that you own your own room in this fancy hostel.
Yeah, so think about that. You could own, like Eder said, a room in the hostel that is very upper end. These, we're talking about digital nomads, so they have the money to be able to use for the travel, but they're really looking for this hostel type of environment.
Exactly, exactly. And I mean part of the things that this is the pool I mentioned that you have here a semi-Olympic line and then the jacuzzi. And part of the amenities we have here, and in the first place they put the co-kitchen. So at the end, this is unique right now in all Tulum. Co-working area, pool, yoga, the rooftop with the barbecue area, jacuzzi, some chair lounge area, as you say, super fast internet, TV room so they can meet between them, meeting room, laundry room, ironing room, and concierge because it's gonna have Jason an in-house management company that they gonna do all the check-ins, check-outs, and take care about all the project. If the investors want to live here, they can. If they want to choose another condo hotel management company, they can. But they have an in-house one. Then bicycle parking and 24/7 security. I say something about the administration that is the same as the concierge. Okay.
No,
Any
perfect.
question here, Jason? Do we have any question there?
No, you're good. I do want to comment though while you're switching to the next page. What if you are somebody who works in camp? So, for example, you work in Fort McMurray, or you work in a logging camp, or away at a mine or something, where you work in camp for a period of time, and then you get to go home for a period of time. But if you're young and you don't have a family to go back to, something like this could be amazing, where you could go and spend your 2 weeks in camp and then go spend your 2 weeks when you're off at home in this hostile environment, so that you're able to meet new friends, be able to get away from the snow and the cold that we see in Canada or in northern states, and simple flights into Cancun. Very inexpensive and easy to get to, and lots of them.
Thank you for touch that topic, Jason. Most of my friends are Canadians, and they love the fact that over here is more cheap than there. So I'm with you in that idea. They come back and forth easy with the same things that they do living here. Okay,
Perfect.
so let me change this one. Invest in the new concept of co-living and co-working. They in all the brochure we see this information because, as I mentioned, they focus in these digital nomads like strong. Okay, so any time that you come here, you will see them in the coffees, in the coffee shops, in the co-working salons. So it's a community that is growing. Okay, we wanna talk about the typologies. And another thing, Jason, these units come complete furnished and complete furniture and equipment. Okay, so as you see in the picture, is how they deliver.
Beautiful.
Over here, we say the same. And we have this Nomad typology that is the only one that has kitchen. Okay. And I like the brochure from these developers that they really put each things that are included in the furnished package, from chairs to flat plates. So everything for you guys to make money right away. So even you don't need to come here; they have everything set up. And this is the layout.
So basically, as you look at it, it's roughly about the size of a hotel room.
Exactly.
Okay, you're going to see on the top section there by the 7.5 is where they have the kitchen area. But keep in mind, this is really designed as almost like a hostel or a B&B,
Thank you.
where you got
Yes.
the room and then you go ahead to the communal space. But it's nice in some of these layouts that you do have the kitchen alternative where you can do some of the stuff yourself.
Exactly. This little one, they call it kitchen, okay?
Oh, and something else to be aware of, that every time that we're talking about properties in Tulum, when we talk about square footage, it generally will include the patio and whatever outside land that you have. So in this case, we see the trees and the background. That would be included in your square footage.
Yes, this is the terrace, is this one.
That's right.
Okay, so for example, the other one that has kitchen and the explore typology doesn't has. Okay, so that is the difference between, and you will see there in the prices. So with pillows, sofa, but all the things as you see in the render. So the difference is just that kitchen. So you have like a kind of TV space here and more big as your desk for work.
Now, it did note, though, in the list that was there, you still get a microwave and you still have a fridge. So,
yes. I mean, like a large minibar. Yes.
yeah.
So this is all the develop corner.
Now, in Mexico, some people may have questions. The majority of the construction is all done out of concrete. So all of this you're going to see is poured concrete. And one of the cool things with Eder, too, is if you buy a property through Eder, he likes to give you little video updates as everything is being built. And so it's pretty cool because he'll go in, you'll see him with his hard hat, and he'll be walking around with his phone, and you're going to be able to watch the progression of what's expected occupancy of this. How long will it take to be built? Is it 2 years, 2024?
Yes, 2 years. It's a year and a half. They just launched this project. That is very good to let you know, guys, that we are in friends and family prices. So that they just launched it like 2-3 weeks ago. So they're gonna deliver in 2024.
Yeah, no, this is powerful too if you think about it, okay? Because the bulk of the properties that Eder is going to be sharing with us on these Mondays are going to be pre-construction pricing. Okay, it's going to be pricing right at the very beginning. Now, you don't take possession for a year to 2 years down the road, but it does give us opportunities for financing. We're going to be able to share with you some lenders in Mexico. A lot of people say, holy crap, mortgages are expensive in Mexico. Really, it's not that much higher than what we have here. There is the ability to use RSPs or just break down your payments over 18 months. So once again, there's ways that you can make it more affordable. And actually, with many of these developers in their pre-construction pricing, they do offer an option where the more money you put down, the cheaper the properties get. You know, we've seen them 8-10% cheaper by giving more money. And so keep an eye out for that as well.
The developers like the investors. They like to the people that they really want to invest. So if we give to them a bigger down payment, they're gonna give us a very good discount. Those are the colors I told you, Jason. Something like this. I really like this is a colorful project.
Yeah, and Tulum, once again, is fairly unique with what they do in the rooms. They really try and bring the outdoors indoors, okay? A lot of earth tones, a lot of stone, a lot of, wood. So really bringing in the outside inside.
Have their yoga studio. Remember, right now they call Tulum as the capital of yoga. So because all these digital nomads, most of them, they practice yoga. So we have a huge community of vegan people and yogis. And this is my favorite place of the drive. The bar and barbecue area, this semi-Olympic line, and the huge jacuzzi there.
Yeah, perfect. So, you know, imagine the environment, being able to sit on the rooftop patio whenever you want. And this is a great space.
Cook kitchen, that is the first one and unique here in Tulum. I really like this idea because they are trying to put the digital nomads together. So we know you travel alone, so meet more people in the same place. So that makes a very, very particular invest this development. So it's gonna that idea is gonna take it's gonna have their own clients.
I spent a lot of time traveling around Australia and New Zealand, staying in hostels, and I don't remember any hostels ever looking like this.
Yes, this is it. My favorite place.
Yeah. No,
okay, so this is part of the developers who is behind. That is a very strong company here in Mexico, and who is gonna take the management company, luxury boutique hotels. So they already have some projects here. So they present to us who is behind in the architecture, the developers, builders, and the management company. So I want to show you, Jason, the price list. Can you see the price list?
Yeah, and this is pretty exciting as well, guys, when you think about it. Now, also, there is a general idea of what condo fees generally cost, Heather. How does that work in Tulum?
Condo fees, okay, we have an equation that we consider every square meter is equal to 2.5 American dollars. Okay, as well, this is American dollars prices. So that means that if your unit is a total of 40 meters, you pay approximately $100 for HOA. That is the HOA of the units.
Yeah, $100 American.
This
and what's included in that?
In this case, it's gonna be the kitchen, cleaning the pool, all the things that are outside your unit.
And so then each unit pays for electricity, water.
Yes, each one pays their own, but the management company make every easy for you, and they pay it for you.
Okay.
Okay. So what I really like about this developer is that they give the opportunity, Jason, to your investors do this invest option that we call it 30/70. As you can see, let's put the example of the unit 101 that is this one that has a cost in the 30/70 of 134,400.
So something
So
that's important for everybody to understand is if you're buying any of this pre-construction properties, they do require 30% down. But we can use RSP funds, we can use your savings. There's a lot of different ways that we can do it. Oh, sorry.
yes, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. In fact, yes, you can pay the 30% with your RSP at the end. So, but for example, what we find out, some foreigners, they are scared about put money. So what the developers say, okay, I know that you don't want to go in front to a huge, bigger down payment. So give me 30 and 70 when I deliver you. So that makes like more trustable the company. Okay, so then we have, for example, 50/50. Give me 50 right now, and then then give me 50 once I deliver you. Then they give you just a 2% discount. Then we have this one that this says 30 down payment, 50% during the construction, and the other 20 once I deliver you. So as you can see here, we give to them like a 80% before they deliver. So they make a discount of 4%. And the more attractive price is 123 if we give it to them 80% of this of down payment, 20 at the moment that they deliver, and is 8% discount. So that makes this more attractive. That's why, Jason, you this is a land of investors, people that they want to put more money, people that they have very good discount. And in fact, some people, they resell the unit in a higher price, because right now the price appreciation of Tulum is around 11 to 13% a year per year. So they have this price appreciation for the developer, and this price appreciation for Tulum, that is the normal price appreciation they have. So the people are doing money doing resales.
Yeah,
Does
and
that
so
make
something to
sense?
watch. We've seen it with different phases and complexes where Eder has said, okay, here's our friends and family or pre-construction pricing. And then all of a sudden they get to phase 2 or phase 3. And some people are going, hold it, we want that old price that we could have got 6 months ago, because the prices literally are increasing with each phase. And
Thank you.
so, and in this case, they're probably not going to increase each phase. They're probably going to increase with a certain percentage sold. So they may say, okay, for the next 5 units, it's this price. And then we're going to send out a whole new price list after we sell X number of units. So be aware of that. Time is of the essence. And if you do want some information, reach out shortly, because these prices that you're seeing in the video, if you're watching the video a month from now and you're expecting the same pricing, it may not be there.
Thank you. Yes, it's good to let them know the developers, they increase prices every day. They every 5 sales. Once they have the first floor, so everyone follow their own rules, but they increase prices considerable. It's considerable until they deliver. So sometimes it's like from the friends and family until they deliver is around 30 to 40%. So we need to let you know that. So as well, you talk about the ROI. So I have a example here. Can you hear? Can you see here the ROI, Jason?
Yep. Yeah. So what they're talking about here is a return on investment for the different properties.
Okay. Yes. For example, here I like they are talking about 3 seasons: super high season, medium season, and low season, and which will be the price per night if in each one. How will be the income of each one? total income about the occupancy, okay, of we are talking about occupancy 90%, 95% in the high season that makes Christmas and New Year. What could be the annual expenses for those days and the net income? As you can see here, the annual expenses is 8,745. Then I'm sorry, I read about this. Total income by of annual occupancy. This is the total amount. Then we need to rest these annual expenses, and then we have the net income. I don't know if that makes sense. Do you guys follow me?
Yeah, and so basically what they're suggesting is based on the income projections or the occupancy projections that you're seeing on the left-hand side, with, for example, Christmas being the busiest, 95% occupancy, down to the lowest off season, down to 65% occupancy. They've calculated that through. So there's a lot of places that'll go and just throw numbers out there and say, okay, here's what your average occupancy will be, and this is what your average rental is. But you can actually see how it breaks down. So they put a lot of effort into this, and they show you that the expected income is going to be 20,000 after expenses, which will be 8,750 roughly. That is including all the management fees, so the booking fees, everything. They're expecting you to have an $11,000 net income, and these are all US dollars. And so it is based on a purchase price of 108, I think is what it was up top. If you can scroll back up, you can see in the green 108,300. And then as you scroll down, you'll see the returns. So that 11,000. So what they're saying is if you took $100,000, put it in the bank, it would give you a percentage. This is like taking that $100,000, put it in the bank, and getting a return of 10% a year.
Exactly.
So with these numbers, you get your money back in under 10 years. Now, also, if you looked at the vacancy times or amounts, depending on when you want it to go, there's still that ability to be able to use it for some large percentage of the time. For those of us Canadians that want, or Americans that want to go down, enjoy the unit, and then leave, there is still certain times that there is going to be excessive vacancies. Now, obviously, if we always take the unit at Christmas time and stay in it, then our income does decrease. But there are some real segments here that gives us that ability.
And something to talk about as well is the fact that every year, the first year, they have this ROI, this return of invest. Then the property has more clients because they know they refer. So second year increase the ROI, and then the third increase, and then we have very good numbers after the third, fourth year. We are talking about 14 to 15%. This is the projection of the first year. So that is good guys to that every year increase this number.
Because as we start to show you ways that you can finance it or use your RSP money, there's definitely returns here that are going to happen that are going to give you massive benefits.
Exactly. So for today's the Thrive was the project we told today. As well, we have ready to deliver, but we want to talk next Monday with another of our projects.
Yeah, what we're going to try and do is we're going to talk about one project, as well as we're going to have one expert. Okay, we're going to work hard at trying to get experts in here to really help you learn about the process of being able to buy in Mexico and address your questions. So feel free to pop in. If you're in the live stream, you can ask questions, and we'll make sure that they all get answered here live, real time for you. So thanks for joining us today on Mexico Monday. And Eder, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate that.
Thank you for your invitation, and see you next Monday.
See you on Monday.